There is a brand on this list that spends more on a single celebrity partnership than it spends on metal across an entire quarter of production. There is another one charging fine jewelry prices for materials your kitchen faucet is made of. And there is one that has been quietly swapping diamonds during repairs, while the parent company calls it a coincidence. Every brand on this list is counting on one thing, that you never look past the packaging. Today, we are looking past all of it. These are the 10 jewelry brands you should never buy, ranked from bad to genuinely inexcusable. Here is the one idea that explains every name on this list. There are two ways to build a jewelry company. Spend money on the piece or spend money on the perception. Brands that spend on the piece do not need to advertise heavily because the object sells itself. Brands that spend on perception need you to feel something before you look closely. Because the moment you look closely, the math falls apart. Every brand on this list chose perception. The strategy works until you know what to look for. Number 10. Kendra Scott. Walk into any Target in America and you will find the Elisa necklace display. Polished, consistent, everywhere. That necklace retails between $65 and $95. The stone is usually dyed howlite, reconstituted turquoise, or plain glass. The setting is gold-plated brass. Total material cost, under $8. If you have worn Kendra Scott through a full summer, you already know what happens. The plating separates. The chain leaves a green line on your neck. Consumer complaints describe this pattern so consistently, it reads like a product specification, not an exception. For the price of one Elisa necklace, you can walk away with a sterling silver piece from an independent maker that will outlast everything in that display case. Sterling silver does not turn green. Real stones do not fade. That is the standard Kendra Scott has never tried to meet. Number 9. Fossil Group. This entry covers more than one brand, because Fossil Group is not a jewelry company. It is a factory with a logo rental business attached. Michael Kors Jewelry, Armani Exchange, DKNY, Diesel. All of it rolls off the same shared production lines, using the same plated brass, the same molds, and a PVD coating thinner than a human hair by a factor of more than 100. Armani does not manufacture any of this. They license the name. For every $180 Armani ring sold, Armani earns roughly $4 to $10. Fossil keeps the rest. You are not buying Italian craftsmanship. You are buying a legal agreement, stamped onto a base metal clasp. The plating wears through in one season. Replating costs more than the piece is worth. There is no version of this math that ends in your favor. Number 8. Tous. The little bear from Barcelona, a sterling silver Tous. Pendant retails between $150 and $300. The silver content inside is worth $8 to $15 at market price. That is a markup of up to 20 times. On silver shaped like a bear, the service record makes it worse. Repairs get routed to Spain. 3 to 4 month wait times are standard. Customers have reported sending pieces in for simple adjustments and receiving something materially different back. Former employees describe a sales culture where hitting numbers overrides honesty about what the customer is actually buying. Find an independent silversmith instead. They will make you something better, set it by hand, and return it in a week. Number 7. MVMT. A typical MVMT bracelet or necklace is plated stainless steel, with no precious metal content whatsoever. Manufacturing cost, $15 to $25 per piece. Retail, $70 to $150. Movado Group acquired MVMT for $100 million in 2018. That was not a bet on the product. It was a bet on the Instagram following, when the most valuable asset a company owns is its audience and not what it makes. Your purchase is funding the next campaign. The jewelry is the receipt, not the point. Number 6. Daniel Wellington. The name sounds like a British heritage brand, with a countryside workshop and a craftsman who has been doing this for generations. There is no workshop. There is no heritage. There is no craftsman named Daniel Wellington. There is a Swedish entrepreneur, a Chinese supplier, and a social media calendar. The jewelry is plated stainless steel and cubic zirconia. Material cost per unit, $5 to $10. Retail, $45 to $120. For every dollar you spend on a Daniel Wellington piece, roughly 15 cents goes into the object. The other 85 cents paid for the post that made you want it. We are halfway through the list, and the next 4 brands are significantly worse. If this is changing how you look at the industry, subscribe. New breakdowns every week. Let us keep going. Number 5. Pandora. The gross margin at Pandora is 78%. That is not an estimate. The company reports it publicly every quarter. A sterling silver charm containing $3 to $5 of metal sells for $45 to $75. The bracelet holding those charms retails for $800, with a scrap silver value of $30 to $40. Here's the update that matters right now. Silver prices have doubled in 2 years. Pandora's response was not to raise prices and explain why. It was to quietly substitute platinum-plated base metal into half the product line, while keeping prices identical. You are paying the same amount for a fundamentally different material. The packaging will not tell you that. Pandora did not build a jewelry brand. They built a recurring revenue machine you wear on your wrist. Number 4. Swarovski. Swarovski crystals are glass. Precision cut, beautifully finished, manufactured in Austria with genuine technical skill, but glass, not gemstones. The base metals are rhodium-plated alloy. A typical pendant carries a material cost of $8 to $15 and retails for $150 to $350. That is up to a 20 times markup on glass and plated metal. For the same $300, you can own a 14-karat gold pendant with a real gemstone from a brand with honest margins. In 5 years, that gold piece is still gold. The Swarovski piece is worn through rhodium over an alloy chain and a glass stone that was always exactly that. Number 3. Kay Jewelers. Kay is owned by Signet Jewelers, the same parent company behind Zales and Jared. It is the largest specialty jewelry retailer in America, and its problems scale with its size. The diamonds are overwhelmingly commercial grade. Most carry no independent certification from the Gemological Institute of America or the American Gem Society. You are trusting Kay's in-house grading, which is a conflict of interest that barely needs explaining. Markup runs 300 to 400% above wholesale. But the product is not the worst part. The extended service plan requires you to bring the piece in every 6 months. Miss one appointment, and the warranty voids entirely. Consumer complaint sites document thousands of cases of rings returned from repair, with stones measurably different from the ones that went in. Lower clarity, different proportions. The company calls these coincidences. The volume of complaints suggests something more systematic. If you would not hand a stranger your engagement ring for 3 weeks and trust them to return the exact same stone, do not hand it to a mall chain for routine maintenance. Number 2. Zales. Everything true about Kay is true about Zales. Same parent company, same sourcing, same quality tiers, same markup structure. What Zales adds is the most aggressive fake pricing in mainstream jewelry retail. Walk into any location on any given day, and sale tags cover nearly everything. 70% off, this weekend only. Except the weekend has been running for 11 years. A ring listed at $800 and marked to $399 was never worth $800. That original price exists for one reason only: to make the discount feel like a rescue. That is anchor pricing. The Federal Trade Commission has guidelines specifically about it. Here's the test. Screenshot any Zales price today. Check back in 90 days. The sale will still be running. The only thing Zales is actually selling is the feeling of a deal. Dressed in a fiction of savings, that was never true. And in first place, Amazon luxury jewelry. Not one brand. An ecosystem of thousands of listings, using words like genuine luxury and designer-inspired to sell plated brass, cubic zirconia, and alloys of entirely unknown composition at $12 to $60. The photography is indistinguishable from fine jewelry retail. Gold tone means no gold whatsoever. Diamond accent means a fragment too small to carry value or visible sparkle. But the real cost is not the $40 you might waste. It is what you may be wearing against your skin every single day without knowing what it is. Independent laboratory tests on Amazon jewelry have found nickel levels exceeding European safety thresholds, lead in children's listings marketed as safe, and cadmium in pieces described as hypoallergenic. Cadmium is a known carcinogen. Nickel triggers contact dermatitis in roughly 15% of women. The supply chain behind most Amazon jewelry listings is untraceable. The factory that made it did not test for skin safety. The seller who listed it does not own the inventory. For the same $40, a pair of sterling silver studs from any reputable maker comes with a known alloy composition, a purity stamp you can verify, and zero uncertainty about what it is doing to your skin. Across all 10, the pattern is identical. These companies decided that convincing you is more valuable than building something worth owning. That is not your failure as a buyer. That is their business model as a seller. So where does the money actually go? Under $100, sterling silver from a verified independent maker or Majuri's silver line. Between $100 and $500, solid 14-karat gold from Majuri, Catbird, or Masoma. Between $500 and $2,000, a local independent jeweler who shows you the gold weight and the stone certification before you even ask. Above $2,000, Cartier or Tiffany, where the secondary market is real and part of what you spend is genuinely recoverable. If you already own something from this list, do not let this video ruin it. Wear it, enjoy it, and let it inform where the next dollar goes. Drop a comment and tell me which brand surprised you most. And if there is a brand you think belongs on this list that I missed, I want to hear it. Subscribe for more breakdowns like this. I will see you in the next one.